All right, family, we've got some more news and information that you absolutely need to know about. Let's go ahead and get in here. And we're going to be talking about something big that just happened in the federal courts that you definitely need to know about. Because this is just an about it's about power, it's about justice, it's about a whole lot of other things. But what it means when the rules aren't followed at the highest levels of government. Come on, sit down. So, a federal judge has dismissed a criminal case against New York Attorney General Letitia James. Yes, that Letitia James, on the grounds that the prosecutor who brought the indictment was illegally appointed. Let's slow down. The prosecutor was Lindsay Halligan, who had been presented to the public as the acting U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia. The problem? A federal judge found that her appointment violated the Appointments Clause of the Constitution and broke federal statutory rules on who can serve in that position. In plain language, she didn't have the legal authority to bring those charges in the first place. And when the person bringing the indictment isn't legally appointed, everything that flows from that appointment is considered an unlawful exercise of executive power. So the judge threw the entire case out, not just for Letitia James, but also for former FBI Director James Comey. I talked about that earlier, who faced charges from the same prosecutor. Now, the dismissal is, quote, without prejudice, meaning the government could theoretically try to bring the case again. But here's the kicker in this. Comey's situation, the statute of limitations is already a problem. It's over. And for Letitia James, the political and procedural hurdles are so high, it's unclear whether the case could ever realistically be revived. Let me tell you why this is important for the people in the neighborhood like you and me in Brownstone Worldwide. First, process matters. Justice isn't just about the charges, it's about how those charges are brought. If the rules aren't followed, if the appointments aren't legal, if the foundation is shaky, the entire case is going to collapse. And that's exactly what happened here. Second, we need to talk about weaponization. Letitia James is a high-profile figure who has gone toe-to-toe without no H2O with the current administration. Her indictment literally raised eyebrows from day one because of the timing and the optics. And now, a federal judge has confirmed the prosecutor didn't even have the authority to bring the charges. Political retribution is not justice, and courts exist to make sure power can't be used that way. Not without checks, not without oversight, and certainly not without following the law. I digress on that one. Third, if this can happen at the federal level, imagine what happens at the local level, folks. When people in our neighborhood talk about not trusting the justice system, this is why. Because if powerful people can bend procedures at the top at their whim, what happens when it's your cousin, your neighbor, your child standing in front of a local judge with far fewer eyes watching? This decision sends a message. If the government wants to bring charges, it has to do it legally, properly, and constitutionally. Period. Finally, here's what we're watching next. The Justice Department is almost certain to appeal this ruling. They've already hinted at it. We'll be looking to see if a legally appointed prosecutor tries to refile anything. And we'll be watching whether this becomes a pattern for other politically charged cases pushed through improper channels, because that's what happened here. And it's because the people in the neighborhood like you and me deserve a justice system that works the way it's supposed to, not one that cuts corners because you got a pocket full of money and because of politics. Listen, stay locked in right here in the Brownstone. And we'll keep bringing you the truth, the context. So listen, stay clear without the chaos. We'll see you around.